Welcome Super Souls to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you so much to those of you who are already a part of this beautiful community, and thank you to anyone new who's joining us today. Thank you for checking out my readings. Now, today we are asking, what does this person think about you? So this can be any person, and we're going to draw some cards together to help to guide you in. This is a pick a card reading. What does this person think about you? What are they thinking that Spirit thinks it would be helpful for you to know about? There is reading number 1. We have reading number 2, and I'm seeing reading number 3 as well. We're also going to use some crystals, the energy of some crystals, and we're also going to use a rune as well. So let's have a look first of all at what we have here. So reading number 1, we have the card of Spider. Reading number 2, we have the card of Horse. And reading number 3, we have the card of Dragon. Wow, this is fascinating. So let's draw some runes and then we will get some crystals as well. So our runes are, reading 1, we have the rune of Nourishment, Possessions. Reading number 2, we have the rune of Fertility. And reading number 3, we have the Blank rune. And for our crystals today, for reading number 1, we have a piece of green calcite. Let me hold that up so you can really see that. Okay, green calcite is known as a memory stone. I'll say a little bit more in the reading. Reading number 2, we are using an amethyst point. Amethyst is a master healer. And reading number 3, we are using a piece of raw carnelian. And this is what it is looking like. Okay. Raw carnelian is associated with perseverance. So again, I will say more in the readings. Super Souls, these are the crystals, the runes and the cards. I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments for those of you that need a little bit longer. If you find that more than one reading is speaking to you, it may be that there is more than one message about the person who you wish to inquire about, as we are asking, what does this person think about you? So if you're drawn to more than one, do check them out, because it may mean that they are having more than one thought about you and that there may be more than one message for you to hear today. Super Souls, tons of love. I'll put the reading timestamps in the description box, and I will pin them in a comment as well for you. See you in a few moments in the readings. Reading number 1, welcome. You have the card of the Spider. You have green calcite, which is a memory stone. It actually helps us to process the past and history as well, the energy of this stone. You also have the rune of Nourishment, Possessions, Unexpected Rewards, Surprises, Gains. So we are asking, what does this person think about you? Let's draw some oracle cards to see what we're shown. Seeing this card. Oh, there's your card straight away. Now this one. And lastly, we will draw another animal spirit guide as well. Let's have a look at your oracle cards first. What is this person thinking about you? Okay, home is your first card. Okay, we have the card of home. Then we have grandfather dies, son dies. This is good fortune. This is the Zen Koan pack. We have yarrow, harmony. There's an offering here. An offering and a desire for balance. We then have cat. Speak your truth. Have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Oh, my light has just gone out. Let me turn that back on. There. So reading number 1, what I'm seeing here is that there's been some disharmony, this is someone you already know. It's not someone new to you. And it's someone who didn't tell you the truth, or they weren't completely upfront or honest, or even within your connection with them, you were not able to have your voice. Maybe you weren't able to speak your truth. Perhaps they were too dominant. You felt they couldn't hear you. But actually, doorways ended up being closed. This person actually wants to reconnect with you. This person is wanting to tell you how they really feel. I think there's a sadness here that doors got closed, and they kind of needed to be. I think you drew a line really with this person. I think you were really quite clear that, you know, and I think you tried actually to have a voice. I think you tried to navigate something, and in the end, I think you had to draw a line. And this person is actually really, I feel, almost regretting the results of their actions. Let's draw some tarot cards. Let's see what we are shown. We have 9 of Trees, refinement. Let's move this up here. 9 of Trees, refinement. Okay, so this is like the 9 of Pentacles in a traditional pack. We have the 2 of Angels, balance. We have the Page of Angels, mysticism. This is interesting. We then have, let's look at this pack too. We then have the King of Earth, emotion, intellect, and the Queen of Fire. Okay. So I know some of you like to know what these cards are in a traditional pack. So trees are pentacles, angels are swords. So we have the 2 of Swords and the Page of Swords here. The King of Earth is the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Fire is the Queen of Wands. And the 11, emotion, intellect, is the 11 of Water. So this is like the Page of Water, Page of Cups. What I'm seeing in your reading is, I think this person really regrets, actually. I think they really regret what they did to cause you to close the door. There's a definite regret of their action. I think it kind of had to happen. And what I would say is that I think initially they probably had quite a negative reaction to your closing the door, almost as if they were like, you know, what's your problem? What's going on? A bit of denial around their own actions. But I do feel there's been some thinking on their part in terms of perhaps the lack of balance. There's a recognition that maybe, I think there's a recognition actually of how much balance you brought into their life. I think a recognition of almost how, I don't know, how much passion, how much aliveness, how much imagination, joy, how transformative you were. I don't think they appreciated you. It's one of those situations where somebody didn't appreciate you until after the event. One of those circumstances where you're not appreciated. Somebody never realized how much you gave them. They never realized how much balance you gave them, how much balance you brought to their life. Until you drew the line and sort of said, look, I can't keep giving all the time without getting enough back. I do think that they wish to have a conversation with you. I think they'd like to own up a little bit here. I'm going to draw some more cards. What else have we shown? What is this person? What does this person... I feel there's quite a strong urge for them to speak to you. They'd really, really like to speak to you. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune. They really do want... They'd like to turn this around. They'd like to turn back the clock. They'd like to initiate something. They'd like to have back what they lost. And I do feel there's a lot of regret on their part here about the kind of the web that they created. I do suspect there could have been some dishonesty on their part, whether it was simply denial, bluffing their way through, not owning their feelings. I don't think they were able to talk openly about their feelings. In many ways, they may have relied upon you to be the sort of the emotional voice and the emotional expression within the relationship and the connection with you. Either way, this person would like to offer you a peace offering. They'd like to see whether you would consider reopening the door. And this is what they are thinking about with you. There's absolutely no question of that. I'm intrigued as to how you might feel. Perhaps let's draw a few more cards for reading number 1. You have the King of Wands. You have the Chariot. This is interesting. And you have the King of Swords. Okay, this is quite interesting. You are open to this possibility. You are open to this possibility, reading number 1. But I feel like you come in from a position where you're actually very, very clear about what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. You're kind of saying, look, we could move this forwards, we could start again, we could, you know, initiate this. We built some memories together. It wasn't all bad. There were some really good times. But there was other stuff going on as well that just wasn't okay. You're not adverse to opening the door again. But what you are, you're quite resolute that if the door opens, it must do so on very different terms, on equal terms. You're very, very clear about it. And quite right. I mean, I think you can have this voice. I'm now curious also, reading number 1, as to whether this person will actually reach out to you. Because they definitely want to, that's for sure. This is what they are thinking. There's a lot of regret here. We have the Magician. I think they're trying to work out how best to approach you. They're working out how and why and seeing whether they can navigate this. Page of Cups. Yeah, they are absolutely... I think that they're trying to work out when the best timing will be. But I do think you will hear from them. I don't have a timing scale around it. But I do think that they're trying to think about how they can fix this. And it may be that they need to do a little bit more work on this before they're ready. I mean, the Page energy is quite a sort of a young, youthful energy. But the Page of Cups, I do think that they will come with a peace offering. And I think that you are open to that peace offering, providing there's a clarity as to how this continues. That's what I'm seeing in your reading. This person is regretting the way that they handled it. And I do think they will come. Yeah, they're trying to basically work out how to do this. What I think is curious though, and I will voice this just as a matter of thought for you, because I think that you are open to this possibility and you have a clarity, and that's really important. What I would say is they are quite youthful. I think you have a greater maturity than they do. They're now really realizing what it feels like not to have that as a rock or a person of stability in their lives, you know, whatever the context of your relationship and your connection was. And because they're quite youthful, the Page of Cups, I always think it's mindful to be aware, especially with the Magician, that can have a bit of trickster energy around it. In their effort to try and reopen the door, they may also slightly try and present you with what they think that you want to hear, rather than necessarily exactly, it's not that, I'm not seeing ill intent, but I'm seeing somebody whose way of being is just a bit young. They're not as mature as you. They're not as familiar with talking about things in an open way as you are. And so just be thoughtful when they come forwards with a peace offering or an opening of the door. Be thoughtful that they're trying, I mean, in a way, it's really sweet. They're actually trying to work out what to do to get it right for you, okay? The challenge within it, in a funny sort of way, is on the one hand, it's utterly delightful and it's so sweet that they want to do this and they want to make the effort. On the other hand, they're trying to work out what they need to reopen the door and to get you to say yes and to welcome them back in. On the other hand, that's what they think you want to hear. How much substance there is to this, you know, have they really changed? Have they really grown up enough for you? I'm going to draw one more card just to see how genuine is their intent in their commitment to the long haul, their commitment to what I would say to doing the work that would mean they could meet the way it needs to be, that you know it needs to be for this to be successful or have a long-term future in whatever context this relationship is. Let's have a look and see. This is very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to say that I think you would have to, I mean, he's a bit sneaky here. This Five of Swords. I'm going to say that I think he might be somebody that will try to take the easy option out. I think you might find yourself facing difficult decisions with this person. I think I'm saying he, which is very, very interesting, but it's a he figure here. We've got he figures showing up. Of course, this is not gender specific. This is he or she or they. It's not gender specific at all. But the character of this person is quite young, quite mischievous. They're playful, they're very charismatic. In a way, I think a reconnection with this person, because it certainly wasn't all bad, I think it could be a lot of fun. But at the same time, I'm not sure you will ever fully trust them, because I'm not sure they're really going to deliver the grown-up world that you really want, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean one day they won't grow up, but I just feel at the moment they're not quite there yet. You're streets ahead of them in maturity. So reading number one, I would think very carefully, actually, about what you want. If you engage with this, do so with your eyes wide open. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the journey, but please be thoughtful, because I do think that they desperately desire what you give to them and what you bring to their world, and they really regret the fact that they didn't value and appreciate you. But to some extent, that is because of what they are missing, because you're not there to give it to them anymore, as opposed to them wanting to step up and kind of meet you on equal terms. Reading number one, this is your reading. I hope that this is helpful and clear advice for you. Whatever you do, do it with your eyes wide open. And I'm kind of sorry in a way about this. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be more growth, but right here and right now, there's a greater realization for them in terms of what they're losing rather than what they wish to give to you to make this possible, if that makes sense. So very interesting reading number one. This is your reading for today, in terms of what this person thinks about you. Tons and tons of love. I'm sending you the biggest hug in the world, and yeah, whatever you do, do it with your eyes wide open. No reading will ever tell you what to do. It can only offer you information to help to guide your own personal free will and choice. I am sending you all the love in the world, and I look forward to seeing you for other readings. I do post readings every Sunday for weekly guidance. Literally, what does your spirit team want you to know right here, right now, and for the week ahead? Plus all sorts of other readings that answer very specific questions. All of these readings are here as a source of ongoing guidance for you, as a resource really. So Super Souls, thank you for joining me. Tons and tons and tons of love to you. And I will put links to anything and everything that I do that might be of help and of interest to you in the description box, and also in a pinned comment, along with the cards I've used and the timestamps as well. Tons of love. Welcome. Reading number 2. You have the card of the horse, the rune of fertility, and the crystal of the amethyst. There's a lot of power in this reading, I would say. Let's draw some more cards before we really dive into what is this person thinking about you. There's certainly a lot of energy here for you. Let's draw your oracle cards first and see what we are shown. Ooh. The wise don't strive to arrive. It's an interesting card. We have compass, and we have blue lotus, intuition. Let's draw one more spirit animal guide for you before we start to dive into this reading. Starfish, intuition again. Okay, this says listen to your soul's truth, think less, feel more. Okay. I think this person seriously admires you. Seriously admires you. They see you as a healer. They see you as someone who is intuitive. They see you as somebody who's on course, who knows where they're going. Your person really holds you in very high esteem. And not high esteem in terms of stuff, high esteem in terms of who you actually are. This person has a very high opinion of you. They see you as powerful, but powerful because you're intuitive, you're balanced, you're in touch with yourself. They see you as somebody who has wisdom. I honestly think that they really significantly, they hold you in the highest of esteem, but in a very real way, not in terms of stuff or achievement, in terms of who you actually are. They really do. Now, whether they're sharing that with you or not, I do not know. Let's have a look and draw some more cards. Knight of Stars, adventurer. Two of Stars, boldness. We have Page of Stars, curiosity. We have the Seven of Earth. Wow. You know when somebody walks into a room and it's someone who they've been, let's say an audience is waiting and they're all talking between themselves, and someone walks in the room and it just goes quiet. There's a hush. I feel like that's how they feel when you walk into the room. They are seriously in awe of you. Okay, King of Fire, Ten of Fire. Okay, this is a really, really interesting reading number 2. So you seriously float this person's boat. I mean, really, really, they have a passion for you. So the Knight of Stars, well, we have 3 stars cards. Stars are wands in a traditional pack. We have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. We have this Earth card here, the 7 of Pentacles. But look at this figure, balanced, grounded, magical, mystical, amazing, bountiful. The King of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Wow. I just think, this is 7 of Pentacles here. What does this person think of you? I mean, wow. They think you're amazing. I mean, you seriously, they have a passion for you. They see you as somebody who is powerful, balanced, intuitive, successful. I want to say, I think possibly, and I'm not suggesting that you are not powerful, successful, and absolutely, utterly amazing. But I do think they hold you in high esteem for who you are. They are blown away by you. They see you. I mean, you fire them up in no uncertain terms. It may be a little idealized. I will voice that. I'm not suggesting that you are not all of those things, because I'm sure that you are. But I do think at the moment, their perspective of you is they are so blown away by who you are and all that you appear to be, that in many ways, well, they see you as amazing, but in many ways there's a point at which they're going to need to get to know who you really are, because at the moment their perspective of you is absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. I mean, you are mind-blowing to them. They really, really admire you. Now, what are their intentions towards you? What's going on here? And how do you feel about them? I mean, this is 100% wow. That's how they feel about you. This is what they think about you. May we please ask for more information? Let's ask first of all, okay. Yeah, let's ask, what is their intent in it? Because their thoughts are just clear. What is their intent? What are they hoping for in this connection with you? What does this person hope? Okay, we have the Hanged Man. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Hermit. And we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. So, I think this person sees you as perhaps the answer to... I don't think that they're trying to be... I don't think they want you to be responsible for them in any way, shape or form. Not at all. What I do think, though, is that you've turned their world upside down, that's for sure. They want to move something ahead with you. Maybe they are, if this is a love interest, then I think that they're single. And they want to start to look ahead with you. They'd like to build a future with you. If this is a business partnership, they see you as somebody who they want to work with. They want to take something forwards. This is absolutely, really, really completely clear in this reading. Not only are they blown away by you and amazed by you, gobsmacked by you, they think you're incredible. And you are incredible. I am seeing that you embody these qualities. You've got where you are because you worked for it. I do think their perspective is a little idealized. I'm not suggesting any of this isn't true. I actually think you are pretty damned amazing and you have worked your socks off to be where you are. What I do think, though, is that they do have an idealized perspective of you. We have the Hanged Man. You've turned their world upside down. They want to build a future with you, whatever that may be, whether it is love, work, friendship, connection. I do see I'm not seeing anything that doesn't suggest a genuine intent here, which is lovely. Let's just draw a couple more cards. We can see their intent is they want to move something forwards, and they want to work with you, they want to connect with you, they want to build something with you. That's absolutely for sure. Maybe we just ask, please. Yeah, let me just be very clear about what we are asking for. What's their longer term intent? Page of Wands. And Seven of Wands. Yeah, do you know, they want to be like you as well. They want to both move something ahead with you, and they kind of aspire to be like you. You're very, very inspirational to them. I don't think there's anything more to say. And I do actually want to say, you know, reading number 2, this is well deserved. You've worked your socks off. Let's ask how you feel about this connection, this person. Oh, right. So you feel pretty the same way. You're cool for this. You're definitely big time cool for this. Okay. Oh, yes, you are very cool for this. This is rather sweet and lovely. So you're totally cool for this. You're really wanting this too. You're wanting the long term. You are wanting this. Well, I don't know whether we need to draw any more, because we should always be living in the moment, and a reading is only ever relevant to, especially this kind of reading, to what's happening now. Reading number 2, I just want to say, you know, have an awesome time. You're as stoked by them as they are by you. They are definitely, they really, really admire you. They want to be like you. You are inspirational to them, whether this is personal or working alliance or friendship, whatever it is. The very essence of you is turning their world upside down, and they're loving it. If you find them reticent, it's only because they're a little bit in awe of you. They're gobsmacked by the amazingness of you. And you are amazing. You've worked your socks off to be where you are. I think you're aware that maybe there's an idealization, or that there could be. But you're wise. You're wise. You kind of know you can hold your own. The wise don't strive to arrive. You know you can hold your own. You know that you can be you. You know what you want. Beautiful reading number 2. All I can say is have an absolutely awesome time and enjoy the journey. This is absolutely beautiful. I do also think, I will just say this as well, with the amethyst crystal and the rune of fertility. This is loaded with potential, and actually it is interesting because you're as stoked as they are by this connection. They are in awe of you, there's no doubt about it. They're blown away by you, absolutely, by your awesomeness, and rightly so. What is interesting though is you've had one hell of a journey to get to where you are. To be as awesome as you are, you've had to deal with a load of stuff along the way. You deserve this. And I think this relationship will be as healing, this connection, in whatever capacity it comes into the uniqueness of your world. I think this connection will be as healing for you as it is for them. So whoever this person is, have fun, enjoy the journey. Whether it is a short journey or a long journey, we certainly see longevity and a desire for a future on both parts, a desire to move things forwards. You're very clear about the end goal, and that's awesome. And the honest truth is, I think this is somebody who would like to step up because they find you so inspirational. And whatever's taken place on your journey before, the essence of somebody who really believes in you might be quite a new experience for you. You've had to learn to believe in yourself, and rightly so, but you've gone through a ton of stuff to get to where you are. Very big respect. But I think this will be as healing for you as it is for them. I'm not saying any more. It's awesome. It's lovely. I could sit in your reading all day because the energy is so absolutely beautiful and fabulous. Super Souls, if this reading has resonated with you, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you'd like to get notification as soon as I post a reading, subscribe, press the little bell icon. They should come into your stream. I do a ton of stuff. I have a whole timeless readings playlist full of readings that answer specific questions, and I post readings every week as well as these extras to give guidance on a weekly basis from Spirit. So do tune in with anything and everything that might be helpful to you along the way, and I will put the links to anything and everything that I do in the description box, and of course all the cards that I'm using as well. And I'll also pin a comment with all that information in for phone users. Super Souls, I don't want to say any more. I want to leave you in the joy of this potential. Tons of love to you. It's just so exciting. Welcome, reading number 3. You have the card of the dragon. You have the carnelian crystal, which is a very strong energy with carnelian. I always feel carnelian does what it says on the tin. It's a crystal that gives us perseverance. We can see something through to the finish line. And you have the blank rune as well. So very interesting energy here in your reading. Let's draw some oracle cards first. So we are asking, what is this person thinking about you? What does this person think? There's your card. We have a weed is a treasure and a treasure is a weed. We have wide open. Okay. Let's draw more. Wide open. We have go to Cola, higher consciousness. Okay. And let's draw one more spirit animal guide as well for you. And then we will dive into your reading. We have squirrel, spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to say, reading number 3, this person believes in your potential. They actually see you for who you are, kind of warts and all, but within that, they actually see your fullest potential. They see you as somebody who can grow. They see you as somebody who can evolve. They would love, I think, to support your evolution. Yeah, absolutely. They really do want to help you in some way, shape or form. There's an energy of potential, gestation. They actually do want to assist you. They want to support you. They see your potential. They'd like to see you succeed. That is what they think of you. They see you as someone who can really climb to heights. Someone who has something to genuinely offer and bring to the table. Let's draw some more cards for you. We have the card of the shadow, fear. We have the card of the universe, expansion. Wow, we have the card of the Emperor, Father. So you've got 3 major arcana cards already here. Fear, the universe, the Emperor. Okay, let's draw some more cards again. We have emotion, intellect. We have faith. And we also have the 6 of Earth. Okay. So in the traditional tarot, the card of the shadow is actually the card of the devil. The universe is the card of the world, and the emperor is the emperor. In the traditional tarot, the 11 of water is the page of cups. The card of faith is also the card of the world. So we've got 2 worlds here. And then we have the 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles, hard work, diligence, capacity to do something. The dragon is an energy that sees all, and the carnelian is about perseverance. Squirrels work away, they squirrel away at things. This person really does see your potential. They also, I think, in all honesty, see you as somebody who possibly is overthinking things. They see you as somebody who has massive potential. They really want to help you. They really want to support you. They genuinely think that you have something worthy of sharing. I don't know if this person is connected to some role as a teacher or a mentor or a manager. But I do think whether it's a friend or anyone who you hold counsel with, this person sees you as having massive potential. They really wish to support you in moving through something. I think they kind of see you maybe tying yourself in knots a bit. I think they see you as somebody who is very conscious and very aware, and yet also somebody who gets a little bit tangled in thinking patterns and the emotionality of situations. I think because you feel very passionately about stuff. It's really interesting because you feel passionately about things. That's one of the reasons they absolutely think that you have so much to offer. At the same time, because you feel passionately about things, you sometimes tie yourself in knots and potentially perceive maybe even authority figures as not giving you the support you want or desire. There's something about an authority figure here. And they want to support you in having a voice. They see you as somebody who has profound potential. I think they're quite real about the way they see you. I think they'd like to see you step up more, have a greater voice. You know how sometimes a manager or a parent or somebody in a position of authority will give advice and you don't necessarily agree wholeheartedly with that advice, but you take it because they're an authority figure. And actually, they don't need you to take it on face value. They'd be delighted if you came back and said, well, hang on a minute, could I talk to you about it this way? Could we look at it from that perspective? But you might go away and see them or experience them as oppressive or telling you what to do, when in fact they're putting something forwards with a willingness for you to come back with a perspective that might actually shift and change things. But they see you as somebody with profound potential. They actually think very highly of you, but they also, I think, genuinely see that you can tangle yourself in knots sometimes. Let us ask a little bit more about this kind of situation, because there's potential around you and there's a need to overcome procrastination, to see something through to the finish line, to persevere with something. I think let's first of all ask, I'm going to actually ask, where are you in this situation? Queen of Cups. Okay, Two of Wands. And Two of Swords. This is interesting. I feel like, and I think they've got quite a good take on you, if I'm truly honest, reading number 3. They see your potential, they know your potential. I think you also know your own potential and your own worth. And you want to bring something forwards, you want to emerge, you want to take something forwards, and yet you're conflicted. You're experiencing some element of restriction around you. I think they wholeheartedly believe in your potential. There's no question of it. Okay, so what's going on for them in this scenario? Okay, they do want to work at some kind of long-term perspective with you. We have the 10 of Cups here. Their long-term vision includes you, whatever this person is for you. Their long-term vision definitely includes you. Right, but there are restrictions around here. There are choices that are having to be made. Difficult choices. It may be that the answers, the solutions are not yet available to them. I think they're having quite a lot of, just as you're in conflict, they are also in turmoil over this as well. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. So we have 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. How interesting. I feel I want to draw more cards here actually. They definitely want to include you in a longer term vision. You're not certain. You're feeling in conflict about this. You're not quite, you know you have something to offer, but there's a conflictual issue here. Maybe they can't really give you what they know that you deserve. It's kind of like, almost like if you were applying for a promotion, you know you deserve it. You know you're worth it. You know what you can bring to the table. But there's conflict here around the decision. They don't know whether they can really afford what you're worth. They don't really want to lose you. They're trying to find solutions. They're trying to find solutions. And it looks as if a compromise can be made, something will be brought forwards. To have the Queen of Cups here and the Queen of Wands, I think they may well come up with an answer for you, asking what they think about, what does this person think about you? I think they are working very hard to come up with a solution that will meet your value. That's what we're seeing here. But we do have conflict here around with you, wondering this tangle that we're seeing. They see you very clearly for who you are, and they do value you. They see your potential, they see your worth. I think that you're not sure that they do see your worth. I think you know your worth, but you're not actually completely convinced that they see your worth. You kind of know they do, but sometimes you wonder if they don't. It's that sort of, and I think that's because they haven't yet been able to give you something that will give you a clear indication or validate that, like the pay rise you deserve. I think they're trying to work at it. They really are trying to come up with solutions that will offer you the value that you know you're worth. Whether you actually want it or not is another matter. But what is clear here is that they do think very highly of you, and in a very real way. I don't think there's any illusions here. Sometimes people get idealized. I'm not seeing an idealization. There's a genuine value of who you are. I think they see you for who you are. I think they see your conflicts. I think they see your ways of thinking about things, and they genuinely wish you to be a part of the potential. They want your potential to be connected with them. So whether this, whatever circumstances this is, let us ask, you know, how do you feel? I really want to say, how do you feel about this? May we have just a little bit more information. In many ways, the reading has answered what we've asked, which is, what does this person think of you? Okay, this is interesting. Four of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's ask for some cards here as well. These are your connections. Seven of Wands. And the card of Justice. Right, okay. Right, I think, reading number 3, that you would be prepared to compromise if they come up with, if they bring enough to the table. I think they're trying, genuinely, this person is trying to create a scenario in which you could genuinely be given what you know you're worth, whatever context this is for you. And they really, really do genuinely see you in a very real way. Absolutely every aspect of you, including your passion, which sometimes gets the better of you and sometimes ties you in knots. I do think you would be prepared to compromise, providing certain things change. And I think they are genuinely willing to try and bring, I think that you're prepared to compromise and to move something forwards, but it's to do with compromising, it's to do with negotiating, and they need to bring enough to the table to sort of almost make it worth your while signing up for this. Okay, so I think the reading has been answered in terms of our question, which was, what does this person think about you? Reading number 3, I hope we've brought some more information into the reading for you as well. If you are needing additional detailed information about how this might pan out, because some of you will, some of you won't, do please check out my other readings, because I post every single Sunday for weekly guidance from Spirit, which is a message that you need to hear about your circumstances absolutely right here and right now, in the moment and for the coming week. And they are really interesting readings because they're really dealing with everyday life. And I know a lot of people are, you know, they're beginning to gather a good following of people who are finding them really helpful for weekly navigations of just life. So do check those out. If you subscribe and press the little bell icon, the readings should come into your stream. There's also a ton of other readings in my Timeless Readings playlist, which answers specific questions such as, how will this pan out? Is this a yes or a no? All kinds of stuff. I post lots of readings ongoing, as well as a moon update. So do check those details out, those readings, if you are feeling that you want more information about this. I do feel in this reading we've answered the questions that we are asking, which is, what does this person think about you? I think their commitment to you is wholehearted. The question is, can they arrive at bringing enough to the table to get you to sort of sign up for it? I think you're prepared to compromise, providing enough, there's enough coming in that's going to give you the changes you need to kind of stop some of the conflict. But either way, this is a very real perspective, and there is perhaps a need to follow something through here. Either way, I'm not going to go into the outcome today because I think the reading has answered our questions, and there are other readings that will support you with additional information. Reading number 3, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, all of you, for liking, subscribing, sharing. All of these things really do help to support the channel. Thank you to those of you who are now with me on Patreon. I do readings for all zodiac signs for every moon month now. I also do a tutorial over there as well. It's a very different setup. I do a free private reading as well. There's a subscriber prize draw for my YouTube subscribers here too. What I will do is just put every single link into the description box and into a pinned comment for phone users, so you can just check out all of the stuff that I do and anything that might be of help to you. Tons and tons and tons of love. Reading number 3. Yeah, they definitely do value you. That is absolutely for sure. But there's definitely some negotiation and compromises to be navigated before I think you and they can really come to a clear decision. But they really, yeah, they'd like you to be part of the deal for them in the future, that's for sure. Tons of love.